it's time for our Miss Addison 2016 Scholarship Pageant to begin. And this year we have 4 outstanding judges and 9 wonderful contestants. Our judges are really going to have a very difficult time making the selection this year. It just gets better and better every year. Miss Addison 2015, Tracy Eibling, was just a wonderful representative of our community throughout the year. But let's meet our judges first. We have Anthony Moody, who was a newbie last year, Anthony. You kind of stepped in for Jimmy, who was out ill last year. And we were thrilled to have you, and you really brought a whole different level to the pageant. And then next to Anthony, we have Barbara Sedlak, who is with Elmhurst College. And then Jimmy Narducci. Jimmy is with One Salon and Spa and helped me get the criteria started for this pageant. And I appreciate that, and it's still going. Thank you very much. And next to Jimmy is Julie Aceto, who is a former Miss Illinois and currently coordinates the Mrs. Illinois America pageant. Thank you all for your time, your energy, your effort, and now let's hear a little bit about you. Anthony?
Thank you, Lucille. Really enjoy doing your pageant, and thanks for having me again. I'm Anthony Muti, and I'm with the Mario Ciccocci Hair Salon and Day Spas. We have 14 locations here in the Chicagoland area. The greatest thing about Mario's is that we're departmentalized. We specialize in what we do. So please, come to the pageant or watch it and see the hair and makeup that we're going to do for you from the Mario Ciccocci brand. I really enjoy doing this pageant. I think it's been a life lesson, and I love to learn. So thank you again, Lucille.
Well, we really appreciate your talent and Ciccocci Salons for providing the hairstylist and the makeup artist. It is really very, very nice of you. Thank you very much. Barbara.
Thank you. I am with Elmhurst College. We do special events. We do communications. I'm now the proofreader for the college, one of them. Elmhurst College is a 4-year private school located in Elmhurst, Illinois. We have probably 3,000 students. A lot of people don't realize how large we are. We have 59 majors and cater to kids from all over the country. So it's a good, strong education. And I was asked to take part in this a few years ago when Heather Winter, who is awesome, couldn't make it. And I've been blessed and fortunate enough that Lucille calls, and I totally enjoy this experience. So thank you very much.
Well, you bring a different level. You bring the education part of it. So we appreciate you participating again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jimmy?
Hi, my name is Jimmy, and I presently work at One Salon and Spa. Prior to that, I worked for Fields for many years. I worked in the State Street store and the Oakbrook store both. At one point, I was artistic director for fashion shows for Marshall Fields. I had my own salon for a while, dabbled in theater, fashion shows. My primary focus was in bridal work, and I still do a lot of it. I'm still working out of the salon at One Salon and Spa, and I enjoy doing the pageant. Lucille asked me quite a few years ago to come back and join the team, and here I am. Thank you.
And Jimmy, you did help me put the criteria together, and you used a lot of your customers to do that.
I did.
You kind of used their talent and said, "What do you think we should do?" And so I appreciate you and your clients.
You're welcome.
So thank you.
Thank you.
And next we have Julie Aceto. Julie has been with us for a number of years and brings another whole level. She brings the pageant level to it.
Thank you. Yes, my family and I have been producing pageants for over 30 years. I started when I was 2. No. So basically what we're looking for someone that has confidence, that has a warmth about them, that can carry and present themselves well, so that we can choose someone that is going to work really well in Addison and represent Addison into the best of their ability. So poise, beauty, personality, that's what I'm going to be focusing on.
Well, I think our judges have done that for a number of years now. It's always turned out to be an interesting and an exciting event. And I have to say, every year, our Miss Addisons are getting better and better and better. And it's thanks to the judges for being so meticulous about selecting them. I mean, you work at reviewing their applications by interviewing the girls. This evening, you actually have personal interviews with each one of the girls. So we do appreciate your time. It takes a lot of time and energy. And thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Now we're going to have the opportunity to meet our contestants for this year's Miss Addison 2016 Scholarship Pageant.
Hi, I'm Tracy Eibling, Miss Addison 2015. I have had a fantastic year representing Addison at various village events, including Addison by the Slice, Fall Fest, the tree lighting, and the Mayor's Ball. Tonight, we have the wonderful opportunity to get to know our lovely contestants for Miss Addison 2016. We have Olivia, Kayla, Georgia, Leah, Estefania, Allison, Tegan, and Bianca. So let's start with a few just get to know you questions. So we'll start with Olivia, and I would like to know what high school you graduated from, what college you are attending or planning to attend, and with what major.
I graduated from Addison Trail High School, and I plan to attend College of DuPage for my first 2 years, and then hope to transfer out. Currently undecided where yet, but it'll probably be somewhere in Illinois. And I plan on getting my bachelor's in science, majoring in nutrition and fitness.
Great. Kayla?
Hi, my name is Kayla Keenes, and I graduated Addison Trail High School in 2013, and I am currently attending University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, and I am going to be an incoming junior there. I'm majoring in industrial design, which is basically a combination between an engineer and an artist, and I'm going to be also minoring in informatics, which is information technologies and computer science.
Hi, my name is Georgia, and I graduated from Addison Trail High School in May, and I will be going in the fall to College of DuPage and majoring in dental hygiene.
Hi, my name's Leah. I just graduated from Addison Trail High School too. I will be attending the University of Missouri at Columbia for journalism.
Hi, my name is Estefania Diaz, and I graduated from Addison Trail High School last year, class of 2015. I'm currently attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and there I am studying political science and legal studies with the law intention. So after, I plan to apply to law schools straight after, and then hopefully become a lawyer.
Hi, my name's Allison. I just recently graduated from Addison Trail High School in May. I will be going to Bradley University this fall. I'll be majoring in political science, and I'm really excited about it.
Hi, I'm Tegan. I'm going to attend the University of Florida this fall, and I graduated from Addison Trail this year. I'm going to major in psychology as of now, but I'm planning on changing to probably sports marketing.
Hi, my name is Bianca Reyes. I graduated with the class of 2016, and I will be double majoring in criminal justice and Spanish with a minor in political science.
Great. Thank you, girls. All right. So we'll start again with Olivia. And what school and community activities have you participated in that have shaped your character and abilities?
I have participated in a lot. One of my biggest, I would say, aside from things like Go Pink or Go Home, which was for breast cancer awareness in October. We had many walks, and I also participated in another cancer relay for life for one of my good friends. But aside from that, I was in Orchesis for all 4 years at Addison Trail, which is our dance team. Mm-hmm. And junior and senior year, you're able to take a position, a leadership position. And my senior year, I was president with another co-president of mine. And I would have to say that shaped me the most through my high school years, because it taught me a lot about what it takes to be a leader and a role model for girls, to hopefully be the position that you are on Orchesis or any other team in general.
Very good.
On campus, I am very heavily involved in many things in the organizations there. I have been volunteering at the the retirement home on campus there. So I've been helping around teaching the residents there how to use the computers, how to use like the technology there. And I'm also on a research group there on how to improve their lives and producing like products for them to use, like even to improve the lives of the staff there. But what really shaped my myself, the community there, the ethnicity, the culture. I'm very heavily involved in all the ethnicity groups there. I'm involved in the Taiwanese, the Asian American, the Polish organization, and I'm a leader in the Filipino American ethnicity group. It really helped me internally because I get to see all these different cultures, and I'm more diversely and culturally acknowledged in what they do there and what they do in their culture. And because of this, I'm more open-minded to people and more accepting, because I think diversity is a very beautiful thing, and it really helped me shape my views on people.
Throughout high school, I was part of the swim team. I was also part of Blazettes. I was also a part of choir, and I was part of the international dance freshman through senior year. I also was able to perform the national anthem my junior and senior year, and I was very honored to do that. I was also part of Key Club and Psychology Club, and in Key Club, I volunteered a lot in the community, such as Park Pride, Feed My Starving Children. Made me feel very proud of doing that, helping other people, have meals to eat. And I also was very involved with mentoring students outside at my church in St. Nicholas. I helped a lot of young children with school, tutoring them with anything they had problems with, and I just tried to be involved in as many things as I could.
All right. My sophomore year, I joined theater, which was one of my favorite parts of high school because you get all kinds of people there, and everyone's just so open and accepting. You can be do the weirdest things, and they'll just roll with it. It was like one big family, and I still have friends that I talk to today from theater, both younger than me and older than me. And I also took a leadership position my second year doing theater. I was on board, I got to deal with more responsibility, and I think that helped me prepare for college.
Great.
At the UW campus, I am currently the vice president of Phi Alpha Delta Pre-Law Fraternity, where we partner together with an association, the Innocence Project, which some people may have heard of. They, in Wisconsin, are the ones who tried the Stephen Avery case. And so we're partnering with that and helping them raise money because they're slowly losing funds. And I'm a part of the Powers Knapp Scholars, which is thankfully one of the reasons why I'm in college right now. They give me a large scholarship for me to give back to them, and it's all about diversity, and everyone in it is from a different background and of minority groups who normally wouldn't be in college, and it's helping them strive for better in their future and show people that minorities can do great things as well if given the opportunities. And one of my biggest activities right now is that I'm currently interning at the Cook County State Attorney's Office on California and 26th Street. Everyone freaks out when I say this, but the cases I try there are a lot of fun. I partner with an ASA, an assistant state attorney, and we go to court every day, and I help write motions, and it's a lot of fun. It's exactly what I see myself doing in the future.
Well, in high school, I was involved in many clubs and activities, which I'm really proud of. It built me to being a generous person and compassionate person, which I'm really proud of. And I was in National Honor Society. I was heavily involved in band class, and I was also involved in outside activities like peer jury here in Addison. Mm-hmm. Also in Elmhurst, I do get involved with too. But that's where I really primarily kind of found myself and kind of helped me build who I am. I do Elmhurst Police Explorers. There we learn kind of who we are and how we can approach other people and kind of see other people's mindset, and so then we're able to help them in whatever they need. And that's where I knew where my character was, and I knew I could stand tall and I can say that I would like to be a role model to other people and be able to help other people too.
Great.
That's okay. In Addison Trail, I was involved in a lot of clubs. I was in NHS, Student Council, a mentoring program, Blazer Ambassadors, where you mentor freshmen, and among other things. But the thing I was most involved with was basketball. I played all 4 years, and 3 years were on varsity. In my last year, I was a captain, but not really the basketball team was my thing that made me have my character. What did you word it as?
Have shaped your character and abilities.
Okay, shaped my character and abilities. The thing that did that the most was coaching basketball for AGSP. I did that for the last 2 years. I coached a team of 7th and 8th graders my junior year and a team of 5th and 6th graders my senior year. And it really taught me to be a leader for them and teach them like what I know and passing it down to them. And I was just so proud when they actually like understood what I was telling them to do, and I wanted them to gain their confidence and leadership skills. And that's probably what developed my character the most.
Great.
I was involved in numerous things at Addison Trail. My freshman and sophomore year, I participated in girls soccer. I also did Blazettes. I was in the Interact Club, in which we participated also in Feed My Starving Children and PADS, which we went and we volunteered for the homeless shelter. I also did international dance. I sang the national anthem my sophomore year, which was cool and nerve-wracking, but it was nice. And after I did Blazettes, my junior year, I tried out for Orchesis, and I did that for 2 years. Also, I was introduced to the Addison Police Explorer post my junior year. So currently I am a commander, in which I was moved up. They promoted me to a commander, and I also participate in the Addison Peer Jury program, and I also do the Community Emergency Response Team. I think what really molded my character would be the Addison Police Explorer post, because it taught me that being a commander taught me that not only can a man do that, but a woman can do it as well, and just as good as a man. So I think that really brought my confidence, and it showed me what I am capable of doing. So,
Fantastic. Thank you, ladies. All right. On to a slightly funnier question. So we're going to divide in half. Every other person will answer one of the questions, and we'll have 2 different questions. So we can actually start with Bianca this time. And we'll go every other person with this question. If you could be any existing cell phone app, what kind would you be and why?
I would be a venting app. There's this app called Vent, and for like days where you're having a bad day and you don't really want to talk to anyone, I would go there and, I use it myself, and I go there just to vent, and nobody knows really who I am there, and I think I would consider myself that, because if anyone is ever having a bad day or anyone wants to talk, I'm really good at listening and just having my ears open and listening to anyone's problems and keeping it to myself as well. So I think I would be that app.
Great.
I would be the navigation app. Well, not just because I get lost a lot of times when I go places, but I feel confident enough to be there and available to people whenever they need guidance. You know, I really learned that when I used to mentor kids at high school, tutor them in classes, but primarily the kids that were involved in goal, you know, the second chance of high school. And it's great that they have that chance, but, you know, I wish that some person would be able to motivate them that's not the choice. Education is key, and I wish some people would be able to see that. And you know, I feel like I would guide them to their next destination, but they say you can take the horse to the water, but you can't force the horse to drink. And I feel that a lot of times, people fall back and they kind of need that kind of boost. And I feel confident enough to say I would be the navigation app.
Great.
Okay. Similarly to Bianca, I would be some sort of messaging app, because I do often reach out and check on my friends and make sure everything's okay. I'm kind of like the mom friend, I think that's a term, where they make sure everyone's okay, one of the more responsible of the friend group. So I just like to make sure everyone's okay, that they're doing well, and if they have problems, they can let me know and talk to me.
Great. Kayla?
For me, if I was a cell phone app, I would probably be a self-help app. It's like an application where you could post any topics that you want, just to put like your insecurities in there, and you're anonymous, but not posting your insecurities just to show the world, but to have help from other people who also had the same problems that you have doing. And so it's like a community. You guys get to talk about the same similarities that you guys are going through, and you guys are helping you push through what you are going through. And because of that, I really want to be that person, that friend for anyone, whether regardless of like your age, your skin color, any race. Like I want to be that friend for them, to know that they are accepted and that they're beautiful, and you could do anything. We are all human, and we all deserve to be here.
Great. Thank you. If we can start with Tegan, and again, we'll go every other. Another fun question for us. If you could be any item in a salad, what would you be and why? You could take a minute to think.
If I could be any item in a salad, I would be the lettuce, because it's in every salad, and I feel that I can mesh with any group of people that I'm like introduced to. I try to be comfortable with anyone. I'm not just really in one like friend group. I can go with whoever, and I'm always like there for anyone, and like the lettuce is in every single salad, so
Right.
yeah.
Great. Estefania?
If I could be anything in a salad, this is such a typical response from someone who goes to Wisconsin, but I have to say cheese. I always get cheese on my salads, and I usually get like 2 different types of cheese. And I'd say because it's 1, fluorescent, 2, it tastes really good, and 3, I like being, although I may not be funny sometimes, I'm a little cheesy, and my jokes may not be funny, but me trying will get some people to laugh.
Yep.
So I'd definitely be the salad. And then yellow, because yellow is just like a fun color. You can't be mad and be yellow. Like, that just doesn't work. And yellow is also my mom's favorite color, so that just makes me happy. And I think it would definitely be the cheese. Yeah.
Great. Georgia?
If I would have to be anything in a salad, I would probably be the tomato. I would be the tomato because, 1, it's bright, and it's the first thing, at least that I see when I get a plate of salad. I'm like, oh, look, there's a big or small tomato. And I personally like eating the tomato first, just because I like tomatoes. And just like that, not necessarily everyone doesn't like tomatoes, and not necessarily everyone will like me. You know, like the tomato taste might be, some people might like it, some people might not. And I compare that to myself as in the taste is my opinion. Some people might not like my opinion, some people might not. That's the whole point of an opinion. And that's why I would be the tomato, just because it's bright and the taste, and I feel that in ways I am bright and I am bubbly, and when people see me, they're like, oh, it's Georgia, like, oh, hey, Georgia. So yeah, that's why I would be the tomato.
Great, thank you.
If I could be an item in a salad, it'd probably be the dressing, because there are so many different kinds, and just like there are so many different kinds of dressings, there's so many different kinds of people. And in order to be personable and someone that is able to be looked up to, I feel like you have to be all different types of a person. So, you know, you have to be able to mesh with a bunch of people, because, you know, you're not just focusing on one group, you're focusing on multiple people, and that's why it's plural. So I feel like if you're well liked by everyone, just like people like different dressings, then you're extending yourself farther to different types of groups.
Great, thank you so much. So let's start in the middle this time. If it's okay, we'll start with Estefania and kind of snake our way around back to the beginning. What do you strive for most in life? Accomplishment, love, knowledge, or something else? Take a moment.
Can I mix too?
Yes.
Okay.
Do whatever you want.
I feel like saying all of them would be the typical thing to say. So I think I'd look for accomplishments and love put together. Because accomplishments, you can, I mean, college is everything and education is everything. If you don't have education, you never know what might happen. You need a backup plan.
Right.
And I feel like no matter what happens in your life, whether you're with a boy or whoever it may be, a boy or girl, and they may love you at the moment, and then you later give up on your aspirations and your accomplishments and all your goals, then what is life all about? It's about, to me, about blending these two together and being successful, being proud in yourself and who you are and in all your accomplishments, but also having someone to share these accomplishments with. And I definitely feel like you need a mix of the two, because if you just have love, then I feel like you will always feel something in your heart of, I didn't follow all my dreams, I didn't accomplish everything I needed, and you can't continue in a relationship of any kind without that sense of fulfillment of that only you can give yourself. So I definitely think a mix of those two.
Great.
I would say love and accomplishment, because I wouldn't be sitting here probably if it wasn't for my parents' love and support. You know, my mom always put education first, and I'm glad that she kind of influenced me for that, because, you know, a lot of people take education for granted, you know, and education builds who we are, and especially this town itself builds who we are. It makes us who we are. And accomplishment, we can be so proud of, you know, it can never be negative, and that's what I love. You know, positivity is the first thing ever. So love and accomplishment would be well meshed together, and I will feel that when I go to college. And I felt that when I visited there, and that's why I made my choice.
Great.
I would say the other option. I strive for happiness in my life. While accomplishments, love, and knowledge are like very important things, I think that nothing matters if you're not happy with it. So in life, I just want to accomplish the goals that I wish to and find love and gain knowledge through college. But if I'm not happy, then it doesn't really matter.
For me personally, it would be love, because without my parents' love and my family's love, I'm a strong believer in myself, but I feel like my parents are my number one advocates, and so without them, I feel like I wouldn't be able to accomplish as much, and I wouldn't push myself as much. But I definitely, love is what makes me happy. Love for my family is what makes me happy and what makes me want to make them proud, as well as fulfilling my own personal goals. But love is very important to me, especially from my family, so that would be it.
Great. Olivia?
I would have to say that someone's hunger for knowledge would be the biggest, because everyone's situation is different. So someone might not be fortunate enough to attend college or go to school. So I feel like people can easily escape out of their situation by being hungry for knowledge and pushing themselves so they could extend themselves out of their boundaries. Because having love and having your education is obviously very important, because those people will always be there for you to support you in whatever you decide. But it's up to you to try to gain that knowledge and try to gain your success and your accomplishments. So of course they'll always be there to support you, but if it's not in your hands and you don't have all the tools, you go out and search for the tools. So I would say that hunger is what really pushes people.
For me, I would have to say it's a mesh between love and education. Throughout my life, I always followed my priority list, which is family first and education second. Family first because they've always been there for me. They support me throughout my life. I love them. I always put them first. And because they take care of me, I know what values I want to go through with staying safe and being healthy, and they just help me through with everything. And education, it's a mixture between both, because with education, you're more open-minded with things. You learn more things about people, you learn about their cultures, your studies, and then you get to help out the world with what you know and the knowledge, and then you could spread what you learned to everyone else. And so it's like a cycle. Everyone learns more and they love more, and that's what I think is important to me.
Great.
I would have to say love and happiness, Because I feel that what you love makes you happy, and what makes you happy is obviously something that you love. And I feel that those two go together with the knowledge and the accomplishments, because when you love something, obviously you want to learn more about it, and when you learn more about it, you're more likely to accomplish something that has to lead you into that path. So that's why I feel that happiness and love are what will help you.
I strive for love in the sense that I want to show other people like that they are loved in various ways, like checking up on them, surprising them with gifts or just like visits or anything. I just want to help as many people that are close to me as I can. It's kind of a personal mission, I guess.
That's great. Great. Thank you so much, ladies. Okay, couple more questions here. What do you love most about Addison? We'll start with Bianca.
What I love most about Addison is attending like things like Rockin' Wheels and the Pizza Slice, and also attending various other things like the Memorial Day a pancake breakfast that we had. I think it's really nice to see how close the community can come. Going there and volunteering, I did not expect that many people to come, and I was very surprised at how together the community is, and how a lot of people know each other, and I like that, and that's why I joined the volunteer programs that I did in Addison, because I really love how everyone gets to know each other, and like knowing the police officers and knowing like the brotherhood that they have and the sisterhood and brotherhood that Addison has, and everyone that's involved. I think that's really a beautiful thing. So that's what I like most about Addison, is everyone is really involved and knows each other. So
great. Tegan? You're good.
What I love most about Addison is that it's a very diverse community. It's not really dominated by like one kind of like race or anything. Like you can learn so much about like different cultures. Like we have so many Italians, Polish, Hispanics, like from like all parts of the world here, and I've just learned so much from like having different friends and like meeting people at school and just in the community, and that I probably wouldn't have learned if I lived in a different town.
I wouldn't say it's a place or thing or someone that's my favorite. It's a feeling. Addison gave me hope. Addison gave me hope to kind of see that, you know, when people come together and they want to address a problem or address a thing, it's possible. And Addison made that. And working at the Addison switchboard showed that there's a lot of hope in this place. You know, people hope to come home to food on the table, but some people don't have that. Or people come home to hope that, you know, their parents are there, but they're working 24/7, you know. And me seeing that we could provide for that as a whole town, or we can give kids education, well-education and well-deserved, you know, it gave me hope, in seeing that it's possible. It's an amazing thing, and that's my favorite thing that Addison's given me and everyone here is hope.
Great.
I think my favorite part about Addison would have to be how much of a community we are and how tight-knit. I didn't realize this truly until I went to college this year, when I realized after coming back, everyone really does know everyone in this place. When you come back and you just meet someone that you haven't known for a while, they'll be like, oh, you went to high school with my daughter, and then they tell you the name and you're like, yes, of course. And literally, you can find a connection to anybody in this town, and it's incredible. And I also learned how much of a diversity we have. It's really incredible. And a lot of people that I've met do not have this diversity in their schools, and once they go into college, it's a culture shock. And it's so crazy to me, because for us, it is normal to go to school with people of different races, but for other people, having a student that's a different race than theirs is the first time they've ever had to deal with this in college, and it's crazy. And I think Addison's just opened doors for us that many communities outside of here don't, and I think it just makes us more open-minded individuals as a whole, and we're just more accepting of people of other races or anything really that's different. We just accept you as who you are, not how you look like or what gender you are or anything. It's just solely based on who you are as a person. So that's what I love about Addison.
Thank you.
I would have to say my favorite thing about Addison, thing I love, is all the opportunities that we're presented with at even a young age. I know me especially, like, without things like sports introduced at a young age, I did softball and volleyball through the AGSP program. And even in high school, there's just so much that you can do. It's sometimes overwhelming, but you have so many great options, and it really helps you find out what you like, who you're going to be, or who you want to be. And I think that's important when finding yourself.
I agree with each one of the different things each lady said, but if I would have to pick something different, it would probably be all the different teachers from elementary school to the middle school to the high school. I feel that I could speak for every single one of us. We at least have one teacher that has impacted our life in a positive way and has helped us and guided us into positive and more opportunities and just a better future for us. And I feel like that is probably one of the best things that Addison has, because I've heard so many other things on the news about different schools and all the tragedies that have happened and terrible things. And I look at Addison and I'm like, wow, I'm so proud to say that I lived there and that none of those things have happened, because our staff is just so well. And I'm just very proud to say that I went to to one of the elementary schools, to Indian Trail and Addison Trail. So if I would have to say, I would have to say the teachers.
Great.
Something that I really love about Addison is it goes back to my priority list, and what I strive for is love and education. And what I really love about Addison is the connections I make with the people and the friendships. It goes back to like my connections with the teachers I met at elementary school or in high school. I come back from college and campus, and I goes back to here in Addison. I get to go talk to them about what I've experienced there on campus and what I learned, and we share each other's experiences. And it really helps me out on what else to look for on campus when I go back in college. So these connections, like my parents, we came back. They came from the Philippines, and they were so welcomed here in Addison that they felt loved, and we were meeting all these new people, and they felt like they belong here in Addison. And I always come back, and the parents here in Addison always come to talk to me and always see if I'm doing well and everything. And I think these connections really are a huge thing to like what I love about. It really gives me a great feeling to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I could easily say that all the girls hit on pretty much every possible thing there is to say about Addison. And I truly do believe Addison molds us individually. And I don't think many communities could say that, because, like the girls said, we're very open and accepting because we do have this diversity. And people are from other communities can be very isolated. And then, that could create hatred, and there could be a lot of tension between different people of color or whatever the case may be. And I feel like when you go into the real world, you're not going to be isolated. So it's almost like giving you the tools to be prepared for what is to come in your future if you plan on going out of Illinois or out of the country, let's say. So to have a community do that solely and not just like a state, for example, is a big deal. And I think Addison should have a big pat on the back for that.
Great. Thank you, ladies. One final question. What would becoming Miss Addison mean to you? Can we start with Leah this time and snake our way around?
Sure. To me, Miss Addison would be about using the power that I have to send messages to especially like the younger, more impressionable people, because there's a lot you could say. You could empower girls, like I read in some of the questions, that's where I'm drawing this knowledge. You can empower the younger people and make them believe in themselves, give them something, spread positive messages, inspire others. That's what I would aim to do if I were Miss Addison.
Great. Stefania?
If I were Miss Addison, I would want to inspire young girls to follow their dreams educationally as of the most importance, and dreams in general, but I feel like there needs to be an emphasis on education, because as a girl's getting older, they're slowly becoming more influences of how do you look, how skinny you are, like little minor things that really do not mean anything. These certain qualities have no substance to them. What matters is the intelligence and the beauty of your brain, not the beauty of your exterior. And that's what girls are not seeing. I'm seeing even kids younger and younger, especially girls, they're trying to make themselves like look like they're teenagers, and it's like, you are 11 years old, enjoy being 11. I would die to be 11 right now. Like, I would love it. But I just feel like we need to put more emphasis on education and having them know that they can go into STEM fields, they can go into law professions, they can go into being a cop, and it is totally okay. They can aspire to be whoever they want to be. They are just as qualified as a man, and just because the society we're growing up in says otherwise by our paychecks, 77 cents to $1 is not right. I think we shouldn't live by those rules, and I feel like we need to be breaking those barriers and showing girls that if you are smart and educated, then you can conquer the world. So,
thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for asking the question. I would primarily say being Miss Addison is not about the title, it's about the responsibility behind it and the morals behind it. And the morals I would say that I'm so excited about is that, you know, yeah, you can say you have the power, but primarily is you have the chance to help fix the town that you were grown up in. Because we can say like our favorite things, this and that, but we know there's some flaws in every person and place. And that's where I really want to strike it gold, I should say, is helping build this community more than it's already been built. Because, you know, one person can do some things, but a whole community can do a whole lot more than one person. And that's amazing, and it feels great to say that. And I would say being Miss Addison would just be the kind of thing that I've been kind of looking for, so then the kind of like door that I want to open so I can make a change. And that's the primary thing, is making a change.
Great, thank you.
To me, being Miss Addison would be such an honor. If I were to be Miss Addison, I would love to inspire young girls, like some previous girls have said. But since I was a basketball coach, that like drive in me to inspire young people is like very present, and I can't really coach, and like it's over now. But I want to like inspire more young girls to like follow their dreams, but also like have leadership skills. I don't want them to be followers. I want them to know that if they want to do something, they can lead it, and just build like better character and like a better mindset for young girls in the community.
Great.
For me, it would mean the chance to inspire both boys and girls in the community. So, for example, as a commander, I'm a teacher and I'm a mentor, and I would like for both boys and girls to be more involved in the community. So I know like social media and like the internet and all those electronic devices have taken a toll on the younger generation. So I would like to maybe bring up at least one more program where kids can come out and participate in, just because I have younger brothers and I see them sitting playing video games or being on their iPad all the time, and it's like, go out and experience and learn and grow and learn things from other people. And I feel like that from the programs that they have here in Addison already, I have learned so much about myself, and I have learned and experienced a lot of things that I would like others to experience. So I think that would be the main thing, to bring more programs out so more kids can come out and participate in.
Great. Olivia?
Kind of similar to Tegan's situation, being a coach, or as I said before, president of Orcsys, it taught me a lot about building relationships with girls just through your actions. So whether it be girls or children in general, they are eventually going to be the heads of the community as they grow older. So it starts with them, and it starts with showing them what it takes to be a leader. And I feel like, as similar to what Bianca said, I feel like children are losing touch a little bit with reality and focusing more on social media, technology, easier access, and instead of taking their skills and putting them into hard work, because I don't know if you could say there's a Mr. Addison or a Mr. Pageant, but Miss Addison, this is the girls' time to shine and show what we're made of and what we're capable of, and that they're not always on top of the economy, or jobs, anything in general. So I feel like to show girls that they could show off a little bit and show off all their hard work that they've worked in the community, volunteering, education, all of those things go hand in hand to display what you've worked so hard for.
I really believe that being Miss Addison, just like someone else said, it's not about the title. It's really being about to be there for the people in Addison, being there for the community. Going along with this, it really goes along with how I was motivated to go for this Miss Addison. I was motivated because I was actually picked to be hired to be a resident assistant or an RA at a dorm on U of I campus. And the employers there, they look for a person who is very open-minded to people and very accepting of others, because there's students coming from around the world, from different countries, from different backgrounds, and they're coming here to study, and they really needed someone to be there to accept them for who they are. And I really wanted to be that person, that role model, that hero for them. I really wanted to be that friend for them, to let them know that I am there. There is someone there on campus for them to help them, guide them throughout their whole year in life. And because my major, industrial design, we work a lot with engineers, and it's very required to stay at the building there and work on projects for extended amount of time. And we stay overnight at the buildings. And with my major, I couldn't fulfill the duty of coming back for this position because there's a curfew for the position. And because of this, being in Addison for the summer, I think I really wanted to be here for the community that I grew up in. I wanted to give back, and because I wanted to, being Miss Addison, I think I really want to be that friend for anyone of all ages, being a kid, being older, whether it be skin color, your race. I really want to be that friend to let them know that they're accepted, that they're loved, that I am there for them. And it goes along with like the news. It's a very huge, prevalent topic today in the world, according to like the Orlando shooting. I want people to know that there's someone there to be loved.
Becoming Miss Addison, like a couple of the ladies said, is not just about the title. It's about being that role model for youth in Addison. And I feel like just being that shoulder to cry on or the shoulder to talk to means a lot. Being that person that someone can come to vent to, or being that person that could go out with someone when they need someone to talk to means a lot to me. I love helping people. Even now in the fall when I start college, I got accepted to the Student Ambassador Program at COD, and I'm very excited because I'm excited to show the incoming freshmen what it's like to have opportunities. And just because you can't afford something doesn't mean that you don't have the opportunity to become big and successful in life. I feel like that is the main message that I would like to give across to the youth, and that just because you think you can't do something doesn't mean that you can't. You can do anything that you set your mind to. You just have to know that you can do it and be positive about every choice that you make in life.
Great. Thank you for your insightful answers, ladies. You are all wonderful and incredibly deserving of the crown. Thank you for your time and your effort. So please come support these wonderful ladies at the Miss Addison 2016 Scholarship Pageant on Wednesday, July 29th at 7:30 p.m. in the Village Hall Rotunda. Now we'll hear from Mariana Stokes. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Tracy. My name is Marina Stokes. I graduated from Addison Trail this past year in 2016. I was very involved there in my 4 years with sports and clubs. I played volleyball my freshman and sophomore year. I played basketball all 4 years, and I was actually captain of both teams. I was involved in student council and NHS and PBIS, Italian club, Key Club. There was pretty much everything I was in. I had wonderful teachers there, wonderful role models there for sure. They helped me a lot with all my success in academics as well as sports and being involved in everything else. Next year, I plan on going to Indiana University in Bloomington, which I'm very excited about. I have family in many different schools, and my sister actually goes to the University of Wisconsin-Madison. She's a senior this year. She is actually where I first learned about this event. She was in it almost 4 years ago now, which is crazy. It feels like last year. When she was first explaining it to me, I thought to myself, what a fantastic opportunity it is for, young women like myself to get involved in the community and show girls of all ages that, being an independent and strong woman is something that you would strive for. That's what I was taught. That's how I was raised. My family included, they always taught me to, stand on your own. And especially, my dad, he does everything for my sister and I, especially, after our family had a rough time a couple years ago. But my mom does continue to be, and always will be, probably my biggest role model. She was, very selfless, always about everyone else, never herself. So I definitely strive to be like her as much as I possibly can. So it's an honor to be part of this program and this event. I hope that other girls, watching and who hear about it would definitely want to be involved. It's a way to positively, affect this community and give back and say thank you to everyone who has ever helped all of us. So I just want to say thank you to everyone involved in this and everyone who's helped me and my family as well. Thank you for your time, and I'm very excited to participate in this event for this year.